Well, good morning, my friends. What is up? It's your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you into your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. We are at day number 95. Love it. Our morning inspiration, our morning inspiration videos. I so love that. I really, really do. So I hope that you were doing well. You're making it the most fantastic day ever today. And if you find that you need just a little bit of some extra added motivation for today, I really hope this video serves to do that for you today. Helps you to feel just maybe at least 1 to 3% maybe better, maybe stretch it to 4 or 5% better. All right. So without further ado, let us get into it. So at the time of this recording, it is Sunday. And what do we normally do on Sundays? On Sundays, we do a new week preview. All right. So we're going into the first full week of August, which I seriously cannot believe that. So for the purposes of this morning inspiration video, it's going to give a little bit of a preview of what we're going to be kind of talking about today inside of the community of practice that I belong to. All right. Yesterday, well, it was actually last night, I did a little bit of an August preview, pretty much a lot of the things we're going to be talking about within the month of August. But again, this one is a bit shorter, and it's literally just this upcoming week. So let us get into it. So this week, I think a big key, a big key of this week, or a big theme, is going to be protecting our peace and also boundary setting. All right. And these are two things that are very, very important, I think, for all of us. Figuring out ways to protect ourselves, protecting our peace, protecting, ourselves in general, but also setting boundaries. And I will be very honest, boundary setting hasn't always been an easy thing for me to do. It's been somewhat difficult for me. But I have found kind of over time, it has gotten a little bit better, which is yay good. So one of the things we're going to be talking about this week is protecting our peace and also boundary setting. Because again, those are two really, really important things. Another theme that's going to be really prevalent inside of this week's program inside our community practice is the power of perspective shift. Being able to have a perspective shift on things going on around us, on things happening to us, is something that's really, really important. So being able to have that perspective shift, is something that can really, really help us as we're kind of going through our wellness journey, as we're kind of going through our own, recovery journey. All right. And along with that being said, another thing we're going to be talking about is kind of the meaning of storms in our lives. So for a lot of us, I definitely know, especially for me, when I think of like a thunderstorm or something, I normally think, mainly just because I have a sensitivity to lightning and thunder and the sound and the sight of it. But there are sometimes storms that can come into our lives for other reasons, not just to disrupt it, or not just, as something that is seen as negative, or something that is seen as like an upheaval in our life. Having a perspective shift kind of on maybe a storm maybe coming into our lives in order to actually clear the way, for us to actually move forward. It could be, whatever it could be, So it's important, as I was talking about with perspective shift. So kind of looking at the meaning of storms in our lives, yes, storms like thunderstorm, whatever, but, maybe there's this huge like negative moment that's going on for you, or something you may be experiencing right now. It's like, what the heck, why, this on top of this, on top of this, on top of this, so just looking at how can storms that come into our lives, or how can these kind of negative experiences or whatever it is, how can we look at them from a different perspective, shift our mindset, and look at it in the terms of, well, maybe there's some reason for it all. Maybe it's here to, teach me a lesson. Maybe it's here to, be a blessing, whatever it is. So again, having that perspective shift. And again, of course, this week we're going to be looking at a lot of quotes and everything. So this week is really a lot of quotes week as well. Quotes week, as well as the daily affirmations and everything that we've been going over, that we were kind of going over inside of our program daily, last week as well. So looking at quotes, and also I think also looking at daily affirmations, it's something I think that really helps us. We can look at how they kind of relate to our lives right now, how it relates to, kind of what something we may be going through as well. And daily affirmations as well, they can, kind of help us, with everything that's going on for us in our lives right now. So that's kind of, as I said, it's kind of a broad, description, but those are some of the big themes we're going to be looking at this week. We're going to be looking at boundary setting, protecting our peace, and perspective shift, and looking at quotes and daily affirmations and everything. So it's going to be a fantabulous. I said fantabulous because that's me. That's what I do. Fantabulous week. All right. So for the purposes of this video, I actually also wanted to add a quote that I found, and I really, really love this quote. I think I've actually shared it in one of these videos before. And if I have, well, here it is again. Okay, it's back. All right. So the quote is, "If you're offended by my boundaries, then you're probably one of the reasons I need them." Boom, right there. And that's by Steve Maraboli. And that's an incredible quote. That's an incredible, incredible quote right there. All right. So I actually also wanted to add in a song for the purposes of this video, and those of you that kind of know me, you know that music is my jam. Music is one of the biggest loves I have in my life, and it's interesting because what I decided to do is I decided to add the song "A Change Is Gonna Come" by Sam Cooke. Now, this song, if you have not heard it before or looked at the lyrics to the song, the song, really is about, finding, hope and finding resilience, around a time, of like Civil War, racial, inequality, or the Civil Rights Movement, and racial inequality and everything, and Sam Smith's talking about, change it's going to come slow, but it's going to come, and this song, literally, it's a testament to the power of music to inspire social change and a reminder of the ongoing fight for equality. Okay. And, I'm in the United States. There's a lot, going on inside of this country right now. But I think also when we look at it from a mental health perspective, if we look at it from, there may be a lot of upheaval in our lives right now, whether it's related to our mental health or not, again, using perspective, going, a change is going to come. We're going to find a way. It's like, I'm going to find a way to move through this and move past it, and going to move through it and come out on the other side a lot stronger. All right. So that's why I kind of wanted to add this song for today. All right. So I just wanted to kind of add that in there. All right. So that'll really about do it for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. As I said, this week is going to be incredible. It's going to be a very, very powerful week. So me personally, I'm really excited. It's the first full week of August, because August actually officially started last Friday, which was April 1st. All right. So I'm very excited. I sincerely hope you are too. All right. So, and we will actually also hit day 100 this week inside of our morning inspiration videos. So I'm really excited about that. So definitely also like stay tuned for a very special video. Probably I may be doing on that day as well, in addition to your morning inspiration video. So I'm excited. All right. So I'll stop talking now. All right. So I really want to thank you so much for joining me for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video. My friends, don't quit before the miracle happens. Turn your attention to that ticker down on there on the bottom. Don't quit before the miracle happens, my babies. Find ways to keep moving forward, because you are amazing. You are worth it. Let's join hands and do this together. All right. I will also say stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your amazing, huge, big dreams and goals, my friends. Okay. Thank you so much for watching on the morning inspiration on your morning inspiration video for today. And I will see you. You. Ooh. Hey, you. Look at you, you beautiful. Yes, I'm talking to you. You look at me, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You are gorgeous. Okay? Just saying. I will see you. Yes, I will. In the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.